Hi, my name is Pusetso Morapedi. I'm the PPLAAF Southern Africa Director. Good governance is what is at the center of good government. We need good governments to provide development to the people. We need good governments to bring, be it political empowerment, economic empowerment, social empowerment to the people. And the institutions used and the processes used to bring in these developments are paramount. And good governance is what ensures that the processes and the institutions at play actually using the best resources at one's disposal bring about public good. And therefore there is that direct link between good governance and development. And the role of civil society actually then becomes essential in that circle, in that whistleblowers normally report the wrong that they've seen. So they see something and say something. So anyway, whistleblowers are actually the guardians of those processes and institutions that bring about what is good to the people. Knowing the law, knowing policies, knowing procedure, but mainly knowing the legal framework that govern whistleblower or whistleblowing, knowing how and understanding how and the why one blows the whistle is very important. Because what we want is to have people blowing the whistle in a protected manner. So knowing the how and the why, very instrumental. Knowing the law in general, then you will definitely, it will definitely determine to what extent your blowing the whistle contributes to the rule of law, contributes to protecting the institutions and protecting the processes that are paramount within the rule of law paradigm or within the rule of law parameters. So knowing and understanding the laws, principles, and procedures in whistleblowing is very, very important by whistleblowers. Legal regimes, as I've spoken earlier, that it is important to know the how and the why, particularly knowing and understanding legal frameworks. Legal regimes ensure confidence in those who see wrongdoing done. It gives them confidence that there will be some justice. So legal regimes are definitely important, particularly to deal with any detriment that a whistleblower could suffer. Um, but the political and economic tools, really the political is there political will in our leadership, in our society, to ensure that legal regimes exist? And are there economic tools, be it rewarding of whistleblowers, those who see wrongdoing happening and then saying something about it, knowing the dangers actually involved? Can there be a regime that would ensure that they are rewarded for the heroic at times acts that they've, or decisions that they've taken to expose corruption, fraud, grand and political corruption? So the economic and political tools must be put in place, must be provided for in the legal framework to cultivate an effective culture of blowing the whistle, but also knowing that there will be some protection. Freedom of expression actually would protect whistleblowers. Having a legal framework that recognizes that the right to freedom of expression to challenge institutional abuse of power and illegalities is what whistleblowers really need, is what society needs, that when somebody sees wrongdoing, that they have the freedom to express this wrongdoing that is seen, that when they've seen a commission of misconduct, particularly at the grandest of scales of corruption in our politics, in our businesses, that one could be covered by the right to freely express the wrongdoing and not suffer any retaliation, could be really what legal regimes need when it comes to whistleblowing and when it comes to whistleblower protection. So freedom of expression within a whistleblowing framework could really go a long way as a part of a paradigm that could protect and ensure whistleblowing and whistleblower protection. The need or needs assessment really comes from or stems from the value that you put on a particular issue. So when we take whistleblowing in Southern Africa, we can see the disparities that are created by the value put on whistleblowing as an anti-corruption mechanisms. So in countries where whistleblowing is an anti-corruption tool and it's seen as such that it is needed and it actually involves people who will need protection, who will need support, we're seeing conversations that are moving toward that support and therefore bridging the disparities in terms of legal assistance, media assistance, disparities in terms of ensuring physical security of the whistleblowers, such as in South Africa. We take the Zondo Commission, we've seen those disparities being bridged in the cases of Namibia, where civil society is coming on board to provide a whistleblowing platform that will ensure that a lot of people that want to blow the whistle do it in a protected manner. So it really is in the value given by society, by civil society, by the political elite, by statutory bodies. So the disparities do exist, but they will change because whistleblowing historically has cultural connotations that are negative. So where a culture, where a society sees it as something that is negative, therefore then the attention given, and therefore attention given to the needs of whistleblowers, is different. But where it is positive, then we see change, and this change is also linked to legal frameworks, it's linked to legal regimes that would ensure proper support and proper protection. And we're hoping for proper protection in Southern Africa in the near future. The main challenges, I'd say, is just realizing the lack of understanding of whistleblowing itself in law, in practice, and in culture. It is also realizing that whistleblowing is not regarded by many, if not most, as an anti-corruption tool. Whistleblowing is not regarded as an accountability tool. And therefore, how whistleblowers are treated in protection and support tends to be limited, tends to be flippant, instead of actually, giving people the support that they need, be it legal, be it, physical protection. So those limitations really are, I would say, are the challenges that I have experienced so far since joining PPLAAF. But also civil society not working as a collective to support, to give the support that is needed. I realize now that whistleblowers really need like a holistic, comprehensive support. And PPLAAF has been working with other organizations in South Africa, for Southern Africa, on a support value chain, creating an ecosystem that will really ensure protection. So there is hope there. There is hope that civil society wants to come on board and really figure out how to offer support to whistleblowers, from legal assistance to media assistance to advocacy and ensuring their protection. So the support, the whistleblower support value chain that we're working on, that we're interrogating and trying to create, I hope will give exactly what whistleblowers need, and also will increase the education that's needed in pushing whistleblowing as an anti-corruption tool, as an accountability tool, and therefore, and also help actually then consequently helping change legal regimes, change institutional frameworks to protect whistleblowers in the long term. Thank you.